Hi guys, Chris, we're here back again with another NHL 13 episode for you. In the last episode in the comments there was a suggestion to get Jake Gardiner from Toronto in on a trade, so I'm going to look to do that right now. Hopefully I don't have to overextend a bit for him, but we shall see. First of all, if Toronto are willing to get rid of it, willing to let him go, sorry. Okay, here we go. Defenders, Jake Gardiner, no. Ooh, he's got a lot of trade value and they're not willing to let him go. Okay, I may have to slightly overextend this. Let's see who Toronto want. Okay, Hamonic is a top 6. What's Gardiner is a top 4 with a 4.5 star potential. Okay, so I could be willing to give up Hamonic, as he's only a top 6 and they do want him. I know he's injured, but okay, so we'll add Hamonic to the list and we'll see who else we can potentially look to get rid of. Looking down the list, there may be Sundstrom. I'm not too sure if I'm actually going to keep him. Okay, they're not happy with that offer. I feel that you've met our block needs quite admirably, but the value is a bit low. Okay, I might see if I can add a couple of draft picks in there and see if that sweetens the deal for them. See if they actually want any of my draft picks first. Okay, they want the second round in this year's draft. Seems like a sweet proposal to our end. So on behalf of the Toronto Maple Leafs, we accept. Fantastic. So, okay, so we've got rid of a third line D-man and got a top 4 in, potential top 2 in, and we've let go a bit part player in Sundstrom. I can look to find some more players in the free agency, which what I'll do in a minute or two, just to build the ranks back up for our AHL team. And we've got rid of a second round draft pick for this year, which I can look to gain back in a trade towards the end of the season. Okay, so the lines are all sorted. Quickly nip into free agency and see who is available, if there's anyone that stands out. Okay, here we go. Let's have a quick look. Okay, we'll sort via overall. Okay, Alexander Frolov. Potentially a depth forward, he may maybe want to look to bring in. Kyle Clumsy, if I want someone on the D, although he's only 2.5 stars, so that's not too bad. Okay, no one's interested. That's intriguing. Okay, let's quickly put this back to everyone. And what I'll do is I will check out via potential. Okay, Brock Little. Only 24, it's 3.5 star. Could definitely be one to bring in. Richard Ginge, is that how you pronounce it? I think it is. Mikko Kusa, 3.5 star D-man. He could be one we look to bring in. Okay, we'll offer Brock Little a deal. He wants 0.69 over 2 years. We'll offer him 0.65 and we'll see if he accepts that. And we'll go for Mikko Kusa, who wants a 1-year deal, but prefer to have him for a 2-year deal, and he wants 0.65. I'll offer him 0.6 and hopefully he'll accept that. We'll quickly have a quick scout around down the list and see if there is anyone else further down. There may be a few others. We'll just have to quick look. No one really. Oh, I think there was Selene in there. I'm sure I've seen him in other series. So for a depth player for my AHL team, he wants 2 years. I'll give him 3 years, and he wants 0.57, so I'll offer him the 0.57. I think that'll do us for now. If we get all of those 3, that's us sorted for our AHL team. I don't really think there's anyone else. I could look at potentially bringing another netminer, but I think the ones I have in Nabokov and Schneider are great for the NHL, and Poulin is the one to bring up should there be any injuries. As my rep's gone up, we have a second phone now. Okay, so we are going to start this episode with a 7-2 rating. We win our first game 4-2 against the Hurricanes. Play the Stars and we beat those. And Schneider is back from his injury. Quickly check the team and get him there. Get him in as soon as we can. Although to be fair, Jake Gardner is on the third line, so I could do with sorting Jake Gardner out. He's a top 4 D-man. McDonald is a top 6. So I'll swap McDonald and Gardner around and have Gardner in the second pairing for now. Although I may bring him up to be... I may put him on the first line because I think he will end up being a top 2 defenseman. But what we'll do, we'll get Nabokov and Schneider back as my 2 goalies. We'll dress Schneider, drop Poulin, and we'll bring Schneider back in. Oh, I forgot to scratch Poulin, so we'll get that done now. Job done. We are suffering from a few injuries at present, which isn't helping us out. We have Eaton, Steos, and Molson all out, as Brock Little has accepted the contract. Great news. So has Tommy Selanen, and so has Mikko Kusa. That's great news for our AHL team. Gives us a bit of depth. But yeah, we have Eaton, Steos, and Molson all out for a while. Okay, we'll quickly check the roster, make sure everyone is looking okay. Let's quickly check the forwards. Molson's out, and we have enough. We have 13 there, so we have enough. McDonald, I'm contemplating bringing Niederreiter up, but I'm not too sure right now. I think with the injuries that we have there, we'll have to leave it as is. Okay, everything looks to be okay in the D-men for the AHL team. So we will get back and get the schedule on. We've won our first 2 games of the month. And we'll get these next 3 done and dusted as soon as we can. Okay, a little away streak against LA, Anaheim and San Jose coming up. We'll ask my assistant to sort the best lines out for our AHL team. Steve Steos is available. Do I really want him back in? We'll quickly dress him. Although, see, 73 on the D. But I've got Jurinka there. So I may leave him out for a couple of days and let him get back to fitness. And we'll get this game against LA done. Okay, well, we lose it 6-1 as McDonald is okay to play for Bridgeport. Okay, so we've won 2 and lost 1 of our 3 games in this episode. Okay, Amateur Scout is saying it's going to be a good year for rookies. Okay, away at Anaheim in the next game. And we win 3-2. Okay, playing San Jose next. We have a 10-3 record. They have a 9-3 record. And we lose the game to move to 10-4 as Ulstrom is back for Bridgeport. And we'll get these next 3 games done and dusted as soon as we can. Home to the Rangers, away to the Preds, and at home to New Jersey. Okay, New York haven't been having the greatest time this season. Won 5, lost 8 so far. Okay, we lose 3-0. As Jordan Cameron is out for 10 weeks for Boston. Wow. Okay, 2 losses in a row, 3-0 and 3-2. Matt Molson is available to play again, which is great news. Who shall I drop? I'll drop Pandolfo. We will dress Molson. And while I'm here, I may as well scratch Pandolfo. There we go. I'll get all that sorted. Yeah, that's the only move I want to make, and then we'll just quickly sort this roster out. I'm thinking Mawson back on the second line. Yeah, just making sure he's a second line forward. So I'll move Mawson to the second line. Hagelin is a third line, but he's got 4-star potential, so I'm contemplating. Actually, I was contemplating moving Boys over to. To be fair, Chris Kreider's not there. So I need to bring Chris Kreider back in. When I did best lines, it's put him back down to the OHL. Has it? Or is he injured? Whereabouts is Kreider? Quickly check. Oh wow, he's actually injured, so I did need Siskaz in there. Okay, that's not too much of a problem. Easily fixed. To be fair though, I think I do have Pandolfo, so I think he will do for the fourth line. I'll keep Hagelin on the third line for now. I was contemplating bringing Hagelin onto the second line and dropping Brad Boyce to the third line to progress him a bit, but we'll just keep going. So yeah, Kreider out for 3 weeks, Molson out for 3 weeks, Straight out for 5 days, and Eaton out for 4 weeks currently. So we are suffering a bit from injuries. And we'll quickly move the schedule on. We've got a record of 11, 6 and 0 at the moment. We'll get these games coming up against Boston, St. Louis and Buffalo. Kyle Okposo with 9 assists. Tavares with 7 goals. Mark Street is available. Well, we're just going to continue. He's saying he's still got 3 days left, so I don't want to risk him coming back yet. Get the game against Boston done, and we lose 3-0. Okay, St. Louis coming up, who have a less than 500 record. We lose that one 2-1. And we lose against Buffalo as well. 3 losses in a row. We could really do with snapping that losing streak. Okay, we've got a few games left until the end of the month, so we'll quickly go in and check the lines and see how everyone is doing. Okay, Mawson out injured again. Gardner is doing okay on the second D pairing. Mark Street is back in there already, so it's going to be Stios and Jurinka in the third pairing. I don't think there's anyone else available for us right now. We do have McDonald and Eaton out injured. Okay, so I'm going to get the game simulated up to the end of November. We'll just do to the 30th of November, and then I'll call it a day for this episode. A little away game coming up as Niederreiter is back, but we don't have to worry about that for now. I may bring him up towards the end of the season or next season. Okay, we have a trade offer from Philadelphia. 2nd and 3rd round picks this year for Nabokov. I'll decline that, but it's fair. I could have been cheeky and asked for a goalie back, but we'll have to see. Okay, we lose to the Flyers 4-3 after beating the Canucks 4-3. Okay, we'll call it a day there, and what I'll do is I'll quickly run through the stats and the standings. We'll see how we're progressing. Okay, we are currently 13th overall in the NHL. We are 3rd in the Eastern Conference, and we are top of our division. Okay, we played a game less than Pittsburgh, but we are on the same number of points. The Rangers are only 5 points behind us, and they sit at the bottom of the division. We'll quickly check the stats for our team and see how the players are getting on, see who's performing well and who's not. Okay, let's have a quick look. Okposo leading the way with 15 points, 5 goals and 10 assists. Tavares, 7 goals, 6 assists. Grabner, 4 goals, 8 assists. McDonald is leading the defenseman with 5 goals and 6 assists. It's got Pozo and Grabner, then Bailey on the assist table. Tavares will lead the goal scorers. And we'll call it a day there, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little episode. I'll be back with you in a few days with another one. Thanks for watching. Cheers.